Welcome back to my channel. And it is the 1st of August when I'm recording this, so it's time to do a July wrap up. I read 8 books in July, but I only have 6 physical copies, so you're only going to see the ones that are the physical copy books. And I have to be checking on my phone because I don't remember what I rated all of them. So I listened to 5 of them on audio, and I read 3 physical books. So the first one I listened to was The Final Offer, which is the last in the Dreamland Billionaire series by Lauren Asher. A lot of people say that this one's their favorite. I'd have to agree. This one was my favorite. Not sure if I'm going to pick up another Lauren Asher, but I do really kind of like the billionaire storyline. The next book I read was also audio, and that was Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Gerber. And I rated this one, I think I rated it 4 stars, but to be honest, I don't really remember what actually happened in this one. So, but apparently I liked it at the time I rated it. So far I think I'm liking the Caraval trilogy more than the Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy. But we'll see. And then the next book I read was The First in the Bridgerton, The Duke and I, which I read this physical copy book, and I rated it 4 stars. I didn't know much about going into it, but I kind of thought there was going to be a lot more spice. So I liked it because it wasn't as much spice as I thought it was from seeing different things on the internet from the different series. So yeah, 4 stars. The next book I read, I actually did it on audio, and it was A Long Way Home, the book 10 in the Chief Inspector Gamache series by Louise Penny. I rated it 3 stars. I loved the series when I first started reading it. Not quite sure. I know I have 1 more physical copy that I'll probably listen to on audio, but then I might. It's kind of run its course for me. I know people love the series, love all of them. So if you've read past 11 and it picks up again, the story continues and is just an amazing story, and you think I should continue, let me know in the comments and I'll consider it. And then the next book, Throne of Glass. I read this physical copy of it. I gave it 4 stars. It took me a while to get into, just like a lot of when I first started reading ACOTAR. It took me a really long time to get into the first book. But once I got into it, I was hooked. I want to read the second one probably in August. But I'm also currently reading Powerless by Lauren Roberts. So I try not to read. I read multiple books at once, but usually I try and do different formats so it's not all the same and I don't get things confused. Then I read, sorry, my phone keeps locking on me. Another physical book, and that was The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I love her writing. She just sucks you in, tells an amazing story, and has great mystery, and you want to know what happens in it. I actually went today because I really want to read the rest of the series. I went today and got the second book in the series, so hopefully that will come in August. I gave that 5 stars in case I didn't tell you that. The next book I read or listened to Every Summer After on audio, gave it 4 stars. I think I like Meet Me at the Lake better, but I read that one first, and I don't know if that has something to do with it, that some people prefer whichever one they read first, but I know a lot of people have said they have a hard time with Meet Me at the Lake isn't their favorite. So definitely going to read her next book, and I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. Not sure when, don't have it yet, but I will pick it up at some point. The last book I listened to was on audio, and it was The Ballad of Never After, which is the second in the Once Upon a Broken Heart series. Again, I rated it 4 stars, and I feel like I might have to knock it down because I really enjoyed the ending. Like the last 2 hours I was listening to it, I was really invested, interested, wanted to find out what happened. But there were a lot of parts leading up to it where I just kind of wasn't paying attention, and it wasn't holding my attention. Like I'd be doing something and I'd be thinking about so many other things, and that normally doesn't happen with audiobooks. That's why I continue to consume so many audiobooks, because I'm taking in the story and I'm enjoying it. But for whatever reason, this one, and I think it happened with the first one too, but I can't remember because it happened so early in the beginning of July. So I might have to knock it down. I'm definitely going to finish the trilogy because I just have to at this point, especially if I'm doing it on audio. Not a big deal. But I think as of right now, Caraval is the series by Stephanie Gerber I prefer. I don't know. So that is an amazing month for me, reading so many books. Obviously, I listened to 5 of them on audio, but the school year's coming up, so it's definitely going to get knocked down again on how many books I consume in a month. But it was a great reading month. Really enjoyed all of them. I don't think there was there was a 3-star. And I might knock some down. I don't know. We'll have to see. So I can't wait to see what books I read in August. Like I said, I definitely want to read Killer Instincts, and I'm going to hopefully pick up, probably not start. I am a really slow reader, and I have a 3-year-old at home, and I work at a school, so the school year is starting back up. So it takes a long time to consume a physical book. But hopefully I can get some audiobooks in and finish a couple physical books. I know I'm reading Powerless, Done and Dusted, and Binding 13. Binding 13 is on my Kindle, and that one I should be finishing soon. But so those will get done, and once I finish Powerless, I think I'll pick up the next in the Throne of Glass series, which I don't even remember the name. I have to look at my TBR. I'm so bad at the names. Crown of Midnight. And then I have to figure out, I did not read Assassin's Blade first. So I have to figure out where I'm going to read it. If I'm going to read it after, I'm going to look up and find out what Sarah Dumas says, because she is queen and needs to listen to what she says. At least I feel like I do. Teach their own. Everybody listen to it or read it how they want. So can't wait to see my August wrap up and the books I read in August. Hope you enjoy. Bye.